After a long and boring day at work, a man goes to a diner to read a book and decompress, where he meets a girl who leads him into one of the worst nights of his life. I've been seeing the poster for this movie for years, but for whatever reason I never watched it until now. I don't think I realized it was a Martin Scorsese comedy. Whatever the reason, I really wish that I had watched this sooner. I love movies like Joe Dirt, Adventures in Babysitting, Into the Wild, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, where our character goes from scene to scene, meeting quirky characters that help him along his journey. I also love time capsule movies that wouldn't be made today. All our hero wants to do is to get home, but he doesn't have any money and it's the middle of the night. A credit card and a cell phone would have solved all of his problems in 2 minutes. But because the movie takes place in the mid-1980s, we get to see how hard life used to be before modern luxuries. You can tell Martin Scorsese spent a lot of time plotting out this movie. Everything flows perfectly together, and seemingly insignificant moments from earlier in the movie come back as jokes later in the movie and to make our character's life just that much harder. It's very clear from the beginning this movie was written by a man. And I say this because in every scene our character meets a female character who immediately falls in love with him. And usually I don't like movies like that. However, in this case, because all of those women make his life harder and cause bigger and bigger headaches, it just is hilarious. The movie definitely looks like a Martin Scorsese movie, with the quick pans and zooms through crowded intersections and office buildings, mixed with the beautifully shot New York City at night. Visually, it reminds me a lot of Taxi Driver, but it is nothing like Taxi Driver. And while I don't remember ever laughing out loud during the movie, I was on the verge of it and had a smile on my face the entire time. The movie is almost surreal, where from scene to scene, a building would be either completely packed, crowded, or the streets would be completely empty, just depending on whatever that specific scene called for. And it sounds like a movie that wouldn't make sense, but it totally makes sense, and you just kind of go with it. They say New York City is the city that never sleeps, and that has never been more true than in After Hours. I've been racking my brain since I finished watching After Hours, and I am convinced there's not another movie on the planet where papier-mâché plays such an integral part to the plot. And the cast is great. We get to see both of Kevin McAllister's parents pre-Home Alone interacting with each other. We get to see Dick Miller from pretty much every movie from the 1980s. We've got Rosanna Arquette, and who can forget Cheech and Chong? And our hero is Uncle Nicky from This Is Us. If you were looking for a lighthearted, unpredictable movie and you want to smile for about 90 minutes, After Hours is the movie for you. Ice cream trucks, leaving work after a hard day, papier-mâché, paying for a subway token with coins, rainy New York City nights, reading a good book.